Star Wars 7x7 episode 1911. Alright, so we're going to do a little something different from what I thought we were going to be doing today because there was a live stream related to Triple Force Friday and some reveals about the Rise of Skywalker thanks to the toys that they previewed on that global live stream. So we're going to touch on all of those today. Punch it! Hey Rebel Rouser, I'm Alan Voivod and this is Star Wars 7x7. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode. So we were going to talk more about Return of the Jedi, and don't worry, we will still have that conversation about Yoda and his final words in Return of the Jedi. But there was a global live stream yesterday related to the Triple Force Friday event that's happening next week on October 4th, where toys and other merchandise related to not only the Rise of Skywalker, but the Mandalorian and Jedi Fallen Order are going to hit the market. And some of those items were revealed on that global live stream yesterday. Now, Jedi Fallen Order is going to get its own episode because they debuted new footage from the game. And The Mandalorian I will talk about after the break, so stay tuned for that, but no break yet. Right now, though, 5 reveals about the Rise of Skywalker thanks to this global live stream. First of all, a new character named Bulio. It was pronounced what I thought was a couple of different ways, but Bulio, who was only shown in Lego form in the new Millennium Falcon set. And he looks like he has horns, and that was the conversation that Anthony Carboni had with John Boyega, but John Boyega is not talking at all about this character. However, we have a new character reveal who is hanging out of the Millennium Falcon with Lando, and that is what we know so far about that. So there's your first reveal, a new character named Bulio. One of these days I'll get it right. You know how pronunciation is on the show. Our second reveal is that we have another new character named Babu Frink. And Babu Frink is a droid builder and super tiny. Like when compared with a C-3PO action figure, it is about the same size as Threepio's head. And the fact that he comes with C-3PO, now of course I'm going to be going back through the Rise of Skywalker footage to see if there's any scene with 3PO in it that I can find Babu Frink in the footage as well. I'm sure it's entirely possible that that little character is kicking around somewhere and we just missed it, but nah. 3, our next one to talk about is the fact that back in, April, I think it was, and just before Star Wars Celebration Chicago, there was a poster revealed, snuck, if you will, and, leaked, I guess is another word you could use, that, among other things, showed C-3PO holding Chewbacca's bowcaster. And at the time, people were like, this seems kind of ridiculous, and what would he be doing holding the bowcaster, and maybe this is fan art or something like that. Well, my goodness, no, it's actually legit, because the C-3PO action figure not only comes with Chewbacca's bowcaster, but his bandolier as well. This is either rather exciting or rather troubling, or both. I mean, why doesn't Chewbacca have these things? This is a rather difficult concept to wrap your head around, and it makes you feel the worst, right? Like, there's no way they're gonna kill off Chewbacca in this thing, is there? I certainly hope not, but yeah, it's just, it defies explanation. And on top of that, in thinking back to The Force Awakens, Han had a little bit of difficulty wheeling around with the bowcaster when he borrowed it from the Chewbacca those couple of times. It was pretty heavy for him. So is C-3PO actually a lot stronger than we necessarily think he is? Or maybe Babu Frink is somehow enhancing 3PO so that way he can lift heavier objects like this bowcaster? I don't know, but it's a really intriguing notion that's been presented. Then for a fourth reveal, we have the fact that Zorii Bliss, who is the scoundrel played by Kerry Russell, is in possession of a Y-Wing. She has her own Y-Wing, and the Y-Wing set not only comes with a Lego Poe Dameron and a Dio, it also comes with a new type of First Order Stormtrooper, or at least a variation on something we've seen. Like, the helmet has a narrower slit, which is similar to the kinds that we've seen on the Snowtroopers and the Flame Troopers, but this particular character has a full white cape. And that's different from what we saw on previous troopers. And snowtroopers have only had the ones that were like the skirts, basically, right? So yeah, this is definitely a different animal entirely, and that's been revealed to us thanks to the new Y-Wing set. But an even bigger reveal about Zorii Bliss, and this is your 5th one, comes with the Deluxe Resistance figurine set. And Zorii Bliss is a part of this set. So, you know, we had no idea where Zorii's allegiances would lie, and the fact that she's being included in a Resistance figurine set does seem to strongly suggest that she is on the side of the light. Jannah, the character played by Naomi Ackie, is also in this set, but interestingly enough, Rose Tico is not in this set. I cannot imagine why. They did show separate action figure and a separate Funko Pop for Rose Tico, and Kelly Marie Tran was part of the global live stream. So yeah, that one is a little bit puzzling to me. I'm not sure why she wouldn't be included in that set. And you know who else is not pictured in this Resistance Deluxe figurine set? I think this one is really the troubling one, and it's General Leia Organa. She is not a part of this figurine set. So yeah, that makes me want to kind of bite my fingernails a little bit. And that pretty much covers it for the new things that we learned about the Rise of Skywalker as a result of this global live stream. The Mandalorian, well, there were 2 particular things that were revealed, and they're very minor, but I thought I'd share them with you anyway, so we'll do that after the break. Stay tuned. Hey Rebel Rouser, I've made some changes to the asteroid belt level at patreon.com/SW7X7, and they are all with sponsors in mind. So if you want to get the word out about your business, your product, your service to a dedicated Star Wars audience, then please check out patreon.com/SW7X7 and look for the asteroid belt level for details. Again, that's patreon.com/SW7X7. Welcome back. So when they did the part of the live stream that featured Pedro Pascal and Gina Carano from The Mandalorian, one of the things that we discovered about Gina Carano's character is that she has a tattoo. The Rebellion logo is tattooed on her left cheek underneath her eye. And we haven't seen that in images of her character that have been shared either in trailers or in the still images, say from Entertainment Weekly, for example, where they got the first look ones. This is the first time that we're learning that she has a little Rebel Alliance tattoo on her cheek. And the other thing is that it seems like, well, you know, there were pre-recorded segments of this global live stream. Warwick Davis hosted the live portion of the live stream, but he kept cutting to these pre-recorded segments where various actors were joining Anthony Carboni in a studio someplace to reveal some of these toys. But in particular, the one for The Mandalorian, well, I think it was shot at the same time as D23 because Pedro Pascal and Gina Carano are wearing the same outfits that they were wearing when they were on the red carpet afterward answering interviewers' questions at the D23 Expo. So just a little fun fact more than anything else, but we didn't really learn anything new about The Mandalorian aside from that little tattoo detail, and that was it. And like I said about Jedi Fallen Order, we'll talk about the new footage in a separate episode, but for now, that is going to do it for this episode of the show. Thank you so much for joining me for it, as always. And may the Force be with you, wherever in the world you may be.
This podcast is not endorsed or sponsored yet by Lucasfilm Limited, Disney, or 20th Century Fox. It is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Star Wars, the Star Wars logo, all names and pictures of Star Wars characters, vehicles, and any other related Star Wars items are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of Lucasfilm Limited or their respective trademark and copyright holders. May the Force be with them. All original content is copyright 2019 by Star Wars 7x7. We hope you love it.